What's up, race fans? I'm back. That's right, I'm back here, guys. Randy Orton Fan 2011, bringing you round 13 of 30 in Season 3 of the PORWC Pepsi Max Nationwide Series. This is the Cimorelli 250 here at Zenjoltis Motor Speedway. Zenjoltis, the quad oval, very fast racetrack. And joining me here in the broadcast booth is one of my good friends. It's McKinley Man 93, one of my fellow PRWC members. He's Michael Norman. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing great, Gavin. This is going to be an exciting race here at Zenjoltis, and I can't wait for it to get underway.
All right, give me some
Three,
ins.
4 watt.
All right. So I want you to get your opinion on this. You are tied. You are currently tied for the points lead with Trent Dunham right now. The only problem is that Trent has the tiebreaker with 2 podium finishes, and you only have 1. So, and you're starting 11th versus Trent, who is starting back in the 29th position. So, do you think you can kind of pull off something here that you can retake the points lead all by yourself?
Well, I'll be trying my best, and since this is Zenjoltis, of course, we'll be drafted in 4 and 5 and 6 wide, and trying to avoid the big one, and trying to get to the front as quickly as possible and stay up there. And who knows, maybe I might even work with Trent
All right.
some just to get back up to the front or not.
All right.
It all
Well, good
comes
luck.
down.
All right. Well, good luck with that. And now let's take a look at the rest of your starting lineup. I was looking at your starting lineup. Joseph Lombard, who is currently 12th in the Nationwide Series points. He'll be starting on the pole. It'll be his first pole of the season. He'll be next to Ben Paul, who was back in 26 in the points. Liam Ervig is next. He is currently 8th in the points in starting third. James Silverfox is the first guy in the top 5, starting in the top 5. And again, I want to pay attention to Ryan Richards, because he has been on quite a roll in both the Nationwide Series and the Cup Series. So, what do you think of Ryan Richards? Do you think he's a legitimate contender for both Rookie of the Year and the championship, or do you think that maybe his luck will run out here?
Well, it all comes down to how the driver's skill rating is from one track to another. Ryan Richards, he can come out of nowhere and win, or he can be involved in a wreck. It's all comes down to position and avoidance and just pure on adrenaline. So if he truly wants it, he will be a force to be reckoned with for the championship.
All right, well, thank you for that, and we're just about ready to fire up these engines. We're going to be here for 8 laps, so get ready. Time to get it started. Alright, so the engines have been fired up, and we're set to go here for 8 laps here in Zenjoltis, and we're celebrating Cimorelli's newest cover of, I believe the song is Heartbreaker, and Trent Dunham, oh my god, Trent Dunham. He is just, his car is broke down, and that is not what we wanted to see by the points leader.
Oh man, that's not good. Not good at all.
Well, now that opens the door for Michael Norman to really break open this points lead. So now that really opens the door for that 60 team as the pace car will hit the apron. There's the green flag. Here we go. 8 laps here at Zenjoltis.
Boogity boogity boogity, let's go. Super speedway racing, boys and girls.
Well, right away they're starting to bunch up right from the get-go. They're 4 and 5 wide here through turn 1. And again, the last thing you want is one guy getting involved in one wreck, and then that could take out the entire field. And
The
again, we got
inside line is.
a couple cars on the apron here, and again they're 5 wide. Make that 6 wide. Whoa, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful, people. Uh-oh, there's a
Hold
car
on to
around.
it.
Car around. Who is that? Trying to cycle through the cars here. That's Rhett Yates. He hasn't been having much of a season. And Michael Norman, there he is. He's starting to drop back a bit, but maybe this could be a strategy playing on his part. He might want to try to avoid the wreck instead of trying to be in the middle of it. I believe that is good strategy right there by Michael Norman. You see some cars still on the apron here. I have to go to the bird's eye view camera because this is the best angle that we can get. And look out, cars around, cars around. Yellow flag is out. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh man! Oh god!
Look out! Look out! Look out! And there are so many cars. It's the big one. Wow, that didn't take long.
No, no, it didn't.
So the yellow flag is out for the top. So the yellow flag is out. Trent Dunham is still stuck on the pit road, so this could really hurt his chances at picking up some points here. There's Richard Johnson. He's involved. Zohar Manood, Trent Dunham's brother, is in it. There's Sam Young. He's in it as well. James McLeod, who's third in the points. Not a good day for him. Oh man, look at all these other cars. Ryan Juke. There's one of our new drivers, Johnny Gardner. I believe he'll replace someone. I forgot who it was. Oh, someone's on the wall. That's Rhett Yates. There's Sean Henley. It looks like he got a nice piece of it. Kyle Sosnowski got involved. There's Callum Wells, the Aussie. Sean Galligan got a piece of it. And Sean Galligan has just been struggling this season in the Nationwide Series. So
Now my question is Trent Dunham able to come back out on the track, or is he out completely?
let us take a look. Let's reference Trent Dunham here, because we haven't seen him, and he is still stuck on the pit road. Trent Dunham is still stuck on pit road, so
You can see his crew trying to get the car repaired and try to figure out what the problem is to get him back out on the racetrack.
so Liam Ervig is now the new leader here. Ryan Cooper is now second, and his alter ego Dylan Poteet is in third. Charles Jackson in fourth. Tony Blazer. That rounds up the top five. Let's take a look. We'll put us under the yellow flag for the first time. Stay tuned. Here's what brings our first yellow flag of the race, and I believe it starts around the 31 and the 99. Starts with the 31 of Eric Burton and the 99 of Seth Cole. They're going to get into each other, and Ryan Richards is just going to be an innocent bystander on this one. Oh wait, I believe the first guy that's going to take a bit of contact is who's that? I'm trying to figure out who that is. I believe that's the 90. That's the 83 of Richard Johnson. I believe that's going to take the first bit of contact. And there you see Sean Galligan's going to take a hit from Cole Daly, another one of our new drivers. Cole Daly's going to get Sean Galligan into the wall. Ryan Richards, watch Ryan Richards take a massive hit onto the inside wall there. Not a good thing for the guy who comes in 7th in the points. Eric Burton almost came up into Michael Norman right there. Good job by Michael Norman to avoid that, and good job by Eric Burton to back off there. But let's take a look around here. Now something else happened on the outside. We saw John Dillon, and I believe James McLeod went around as well. Let's see what happened to them. Oh, I think there might have been some contact. There might have been some contact with Tony Blazer. Tony Blazer just made a slight bit of contact right into James McLeod and got into John Dillon. And there goes more cars. Alex Jones is going to get involved. Pole sitter Joseph Lombard trying to slow down to avoid it. And, you know, the middle just really opened up a lot there. The middle lane really opened up, allowed a bunch of drivers to really gain some ground.
Yep. Just it's everything that happens at once with a wreck like this.
Yeah, and there is Michael Norman moving up quite a lot of positions. I believe some cars will DNF from the race. Now, I'm looking at Ryan Richards here. He doesn't look like he suffered too much damage, but that could be enough to really slow him down, though.
It's the one thing about super speedways is after cars get involved in wrecks is how they're going to affect the rest of the race, how slow they are.
Yeah, so that could really affect Ryan Richards in his quest to stay in the top 10 in points. Liam Ervig will be the leader. He's currently 8th in the points, so this could be a good day for him. Still hasn't won yet in the Nationwide Series. Ryan Cooper trying to get back in the thick of things in the Nationwide Series. He's currently way back in the basement. There's Dylan Pote. He's currently 18th in the points. He's actually trying to get a win here to get himself into the wild card hunt because Danny Wells, Robert Wagner, Dylan Young, and Seth Cole all have the 4 wild card spots in the Nationwide Series at this point because of having those wins being between 13th and 20th in the standings. Dylan Pote actually would be the next guy in line, but unfortunately because those 4 drivers have wins so far, that means Dylan Pote would be the first guy out of the chase. There's Charles Jackson. He is in 4th, and Tony Blazer there rounds at the top 5. We'll get back to Green Flag Racing right about now. Stay tuned. We're back. Pacers giving us the one to go. 14 cars of DNF from the race. Trent Dunham was stuck on pit road. He will end up with a piston problem, and he did not want to see that. I'll tell you right now. Dylan Young, Cody Lamas, Stephen Whitman, Red Bell, Richard Johnson, Sam Young, Ryan Juke, James McLeod, Kyle Sosnowski, Rhett Yates, Danny Wells, Eric Burton, and Ryan Richards are the other guys who have DNF from the race. So 14 cars have DNF from the previous incident. Let's give ourselves a top 10 rundown. Liam Ervig, Ryan Cooper, Dylan Pote, Charles Jackson, and Tony Blazer. That's the top 5. David Burton, Max Russell, Ron Fajara, Jacob Cook, and John Dillon. That is the rest of the top 10. Green flag is back out in the air for the restart with 3 laps to go.
Now this is the crucial time. This is where you'll see cars in the back attempt to make their way up to the front, so things could get hectic.
We saw some of those cars got involved in those wrecks earlier. We saw there's Sean Henley, James Qualls. We also saw Johnny Gardner in the mix there as well. And there's the other new driver who we want to mention, Cole Daly, making his first career start in my league, first start in the Nationwide Series. But now we're starting to see the speed difference now go on to the rest of these cars. And now we have Ryan Cooper leading the field, Charles Jackson second. We got 6 cars, 7, make that 8 cars in this first pack. And then the next car is Ron Fajara is in 9th, and he has been really surprising me. Ron Fajara has been really consistent so far. He's coming up with top 10 after top 10 and pretty much solid finishes all around. But he can really, but again, he's taking this one race at a time. So you got to give credit to Ron Fajara where it's due, you know.
Absolutely.
They're going to come around with 2 laps to go. Pace car will not give out the lights just yet. And Ryan Cooper will lead a crucial lap. We'll get 1 extra bonus point. And now we got the Englishman Max Russell coming into the picture here. There's Tony Blazer looking for his first win in the Nationwide Series. Tony Blazer also in the basement in the Nationwide standings. But there is Jacob Cook, who's actually trying to get out of the basement as well. So you see a lot of surprise names here, such as Jacob Cook and Tony Blazer here in the top 10. And again, back to our bird's eye view camera, there is Max Russell now taking over the second position, and there is our co-commentator Michael Norman moving his way up into 4th. So again, Michael Norman, he is on a mission. He's trying to get himself into the top 10, well, at least maybe even the top 5, or maybe even a podium finish if he can get past Jacob Cook. And there's Max Russell, Ryan Cooper. They're pretty much battling for the lead here. They're coming off turn 4. Watch the pace car. The pace car lights are not on yet. Doesn't look like anyone will wreck right now. They're still pretty spread out. The white flag will be out. 1 lap to go. And Ryan Cooper's trying to defend the lead. Michael Norman now up to 3rd, and now he's going to look for 2nd at the expense of Max Russell. Michael Norman really trying to capitalize here on the misfortune of Trent Dunham. The current points leader no longer will be the points leader, actually, I should say. Max Russell strong on the outside line, as Max Russell will be able to defend 2nd, but now Jacob Cook will have to defend 4th from Jack Richards, as now David Burton is now moved into 6th. We've got a battle here for 7th, James Silverfox and Liam Ervig. Tony Blazer starting to fall back out of the draft here because everybody else has taken the draft. And again, we're still having a battle here for the lead. Ryan Cooper and Max Russell. Ryan Cooper having quite a disappointing season so far, but he's got 1 more corner, and he'll capture his first win of the season. Russell tries to look to the outside, but cannot find the drafting help there. Gonna have to go to the inside, and here they come off the final corner. Checkered flag is out. Ryan Cooper takes home the win here at the Cimorelli 250 here at St. Joltis. Max Truss will end up second. There is Michael Norman. He will end up with a podium finish in third. How do you feel about that, Mike?
Just a great day, great race, and I feel bad for Trent Dunham. That's not the way you'd want to take the points lead from somebody. But all in all, I would have loved to have worked with Trent all through this race. But good podium finish, good strong podium finish. Finally got one after our win in Daytona. These super speedways, man, I really love them.
Well, big win, big day for Michael Norman there, but a big win for Ryan Cooper as well. He's been having quite a disappointing season, and he will take a big win coming into round 14 at Kentucky, where we'll be next as we take a look at your official race results. As we look at your official race results, congratulations to Ryan Cooper, his first win in the Nationwide Series. So first career win in the Nationwide Series. Max Russell, Michael Norman. Big day for Michael Norman. He ends up with a podium finish, and he'll gain quite a lot of ground on Trent Dunham, who ends up dead last here. David Burton and Jacob Cook, some surprise names here. David Burton and Jacob Cook. What do you think about that, Mike? Some surprise names of David Burton and Jacob Cook coming away with top fives here.
Well, like I said, super speedways. Love them, hate them. Friggin', you just got to admit, for the unpredictability of racing, and just, you know, you can get big names or no names, you know. Just people who haven't been doing good, people who have been doing good, they're all over the place when it comes scattered around pretty much when it comes to finishing in super speedways. You never know what's going to happen. Congratulations.
Yep. 6 or 10. Yeah, go ahead.
Congratulations to them for finishing where they did.
All right, well, thank you very much. 6 or 10 now. Jack Richards, Liam Irving, Dylan Pote, James Silverfox, and Tony Blazer. They round out the top 10. 11th through 20th now. Charles Jackson, Ron Fajara, Jacob Lawler, Ben Paul, Joseph Lombard, Xavier Livingston, John Dillon, Alex Jones, Robert Wagner, and Sean Henley. And again, Ron Fajara, Jacob Lawler finishing in the top 15. So they will most likely stay in the top 10 in points. So again, the consistency factor of Ron Fajara and Jacob Lawler, they haven't had a lot of top 5s or many top 10s either, but they've been staying pretty consistent. What do you think about that?
Consistency is always the best when it comes to points and championships. Look at people who've only won one race during a season, but yet has still gone on to win the championship. You know, just all you got to do is have those consistent finishes.
Yes, you got to do. 8 more cars end up finishing the race. Zohar Manu, Johnny Gardner, Seth Cole, Sean Galligan, James Qualls, Cole Daly, Callum Wales, and Barney Ward. 14 cars at DNF from the race. Ryan Richards, Eric Burton, Danny Wells, Rhett Yates, Kyle Sosnowski, James McLeod, Ryan Juke, Sam Young, Richard Johnson, Red Bell, Stephen Whitman. The anti-podium is Cody Lamas, Dylan Young, and Trenton Dunham. And for Trenton Dunham, well, he's not going to be happy about this. Never even took the green flag.
Nope, it's just a tough day for that 12 team of his.
Yeah, very, very tough day for Trent Dunham. Well, Mike, I hope you enjoyed co-commentating this race with me. It hopes to see you again sometime soon in this, and big podium finish for you, and you'll take the points lead heading into Kentucky next race weekend.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me. This was an awesome race, and I'm looking to go out in the Cup Series and doing the same thing.
All right, well, this is Randy Orton, Fan 2011, signing off. This race has been brought to you by Pepsi Max. 0 calories, maximum taste, Pepsi Max. Subscribe to me, become a member of the gang, and also check out Cimorelli. They have good music. All right, that's it. I'm out.